Salute, men! Is feminism population control? Gender equality speech. Feminism is good for red pill men. Feminist cringe. I can assure you, it's gonna be interesting. Bad boy D. Masculinity. TV. Feminism is population control because they're lowering the amount of alpha genes being put out in society and raising the amount of weak, inferior beta genes. And if it keeps going, we're just gonna kill ourselves off as a species. Or there'll only be enough weak ones of us to be easily controlled and disposed of at will by you-know-who. Oppose the system, oppose the matriarchy. Wake up, folks, where you can, and just oppose what's going on by your actions. Be a man of action. And sometimes doing nothing and saying no is one of the most powerful actions you can do. And if somebody calls you sexist, or chauvinistic, or toxic masculinity, wear it like a badge of honor. Cause we ain't a bunch of blue kit pill, cucky little soy boys in this soy society. To me, feminism is a giant shit test. And all in all, men as a whole are failing it brutally. And the ones that aren't failing it are going their own way. And it might be seen as our only option, or the best option. But from a proliferation of good genetics standpoint, it's not. And I'm sure you know exactly what I mean. If we were whamming, we'd probably jump all over it too, like a stripper for some coke. Just being real about it. And don't be afraid to mentor, guys. Try to get them out there. You can test the waters, but nothing wrong with trying to mentor somebody. Just give them the information and they can run with it. Pass the torch and see if they drop it, they drop it. But you did your part. So you're not gonna wake everybody up, and you shouldn't want to have to. You chuck them red pills out here and there. Plant some red pill trees where you can. That's the best thing we can do. Be logical and present our facts and real talk in such a way that the people who get the red pills from us are more receptive to it. If they're not, it's their problem. I'm not a proponent of marriage. I'm not a fan of the artificial womb. I don't think that's natural. I don't think the Most High thinks that's a good thing, but I am a proponent of bringing good, strong, masculine genetics into this world. So you already are a winner. We're gonna have to ride this shit out for now, and it's gonna be a bumpy road. And even though I said I blame the devil and the system, doesn't mean that you can't hold women accountable when you can get away with it without it jeopardizing your self-preservation. You should absolutely hold women accountable. And it is refreshing, it is damn refreshing that there are some women that don't agree with it. So if you are a parent, I'm not telling you how to be a parent. Actually, yes I am, right now. I'm gonna tell you how to be a parent even though I'm not. Basically, no, I'm gonna give you a tip. Just without a shadow of a doubt, there's a very bad agenda behind the world and in our school systems. So just ensure you are in charge. You are the main person in charge of teaching your child good, moral behavior. We got trannies reading books in New York City libraries and shit. It's despicable. How dare they program our children at such a young age? Saying, Billy, you could be a girl if you want to. Billy's 4. Let Billy play with toy cars. and sandboxes and swing on the monkey bars and go fishing into the creek with his friends. You don't want to be pushy about it. You want to test the waters and see how people respond and know when to back off, when to back off. Because you don't have anything to prove. You're masculine and centered, and you don't give a shit what anybody else thinks, because you know you're right, and you have superb, supreme, masculine confidence. Damn, I just tripped. I might leave that in the video. As long as we take care of ourselves, our seeds can stay healthy and vigorous for a long amount of time, depending on your genetics and how well you take care of yourself. But you can have children at an older age. Something I've been thinking about lately, just that we do require alpha genetics and good masculine genetics being procreated in this society. Because man, the future of the world is in trouble. Basically, being a man who does believe in God, you could say the feminism is a devil agenda. It's an Illuminati agenda. It's part of it. There's a lot of different pieces to the puzzle, but it's definitely a huge piece in the puzzle. Like I was just saying before, with the atrazine chemicals and the soy everywhere, and the vegan diets, and the feminization of men. Basically, what a better way to destroy a society than to basically put women in charge and make the men as weak as possible. We've basically already won because we've broken out of the matrix. You don't want to be narcissistic about it or build too much of an ego. Nobody likes the vegan who thinks they're better than everybody, even though they're stupid and they're not getting enough protein. Off on a separate topic there. It's good to be proud and stoic with your wisdom. To just know that you are one of the winners. You've already won. Feminism absolutely is a depopulation agenda. Increasing weak genes in society, strong men not wanting to bother it, not even wanting to have offspring because they don't want to settle down and get raped by the divorce courts, or they just want to live a free and strong bachelor life. We ain't getting married. We don't validate them women. We stay in our masculine frame. We don't comply to that toxic masculinity jargon and become a soy boy that's compliant to this soy society. We're masculine and proud. Because man, the way if this is their plan, it's going swimmingly. Because all I see now, especially like teenagers and millennials, they're all they're not even beta cucks. Like, at least our generation, they're beta cucks, which isn't anything to be proud of. But these kids are freak shows. There is nothing masculine about them whatsoever. Like, is there even gonna be an MLB or an NFL in 20 years? Because I don't see a lot of masculine alpha genetic specimens out there. But to me, the best way to combat feminism is to not comply. Be the least compliant as much as you can. And I saw a guy taking 2 big dogs with 3 kids, big, burly, alpha dude, long hair, no man bun, nice beard, no homo. But I was like, man, alpha dad. I was looking out the window, I was like, dang, I was creeping the poor dude. I was like, alpha dad. I was like, good on you, homie. I was impressed with alpha dad. Because it makes me happy to see good, strong genes and a good, strong father figure. I don't know the guy, I'm making assumptions. But in my head, it makes me happy to think that there are strong kids being raised by a strong father figure. Women are just taking advantage of what is presented to them. An outlandish example. Let's say that we lived in Disney cartoon land and animals could talk. And they told all the gazelles How about lions and hyenas can no longer eat you? The gazelles would be like, yeah, lions can't eat us anymore. That's pretty awesome. That was like a Mr. Lucario example. Yo, it's like going to Burger King, man, and asking for a Big Mac, man. I've been seeing a severe lack of real men now. It's almost refreshing to come across one. Like, hey dude, what's up? I'll start up a conversation just cause I don't see any alpha dudes anymore. The only ones that are dumb enough and weak enough to procreate with women like that are the betas, the blue pill simps. So with all the chemicals, the atrazine, the pesticides, the indoctrination from Hollywood, we're also getting more weak genes spread. You got the women half running this soy society now. The Sandman used my soy society in the title of a video. A shout out would have been nice. I'm at least content that it was a red pill Canadian content creator who's quite popular too. To me, I feel that's what the main agenda of feminism is, was, always has been. And it's to make a weaker, docile, more controllable population. Because think about it. First of all, you're giving women a more prominent role in society, where they're more entitled and they're more easily able to take control of weak men. And then you have the strong men, the alpha men, the bad boys, whatever you want to call it, taking a stance and not giving about women anymore, which leaves the inferior genetic pool, the beta simp, dancing monkey, blue pill betas, to pick up the slack and be controlled by the females. And ultimately, what that leads to is less alpha genes, good alpha genes, being procreated and put into the world. Believe it or not, guys, I do not actually blame women for feminism. I don't actually blame women. Reason being is I'm not the type of person to point blame. The only two things I blame things on are the devil and the system. And the devil runs the system, so it all goes back to the devil. I blame it all on that motherfucker. There's a war on masculinity, and that's a very effective way to wage it, because the inferior genes, the submissive genes, the genes of weaker simp men will be proliferated more. So regardless, and besides the war on masculinity and the lowering of the testosterone decade after decade because of all the pesticides in our water and our atmosphere and on our food, the pushing of more vegan diets, I don't care what anybody says, red meat, beef makes you manly, the pushing of pornography for men to deplete themselves of their vital elements in their body and digitally fry their dopamine receptors. Check out my latest video right there. Check out another one right there. I'll drop another one down yonder. And subscribe to my channel right there. Stay strong, men. I'm out of here. Peace.